Hello. Welcome to another episode of Okay Karen.
Okay, Karen.
Okay. So, Betsy, do we have any shout outs? Anything going on?
I would like to shout out my father-in-law, Mike Hutzler, because he has
Mike.
been listening and he always lets me know what he thought and commenting on YouTube, which we really appreciate
We
because
do.
we can hear what you thought was enjoyable and what you agreed with or disagreed with. And so he commented on sitcoms and travel and dialect and all kinds of stuff. So he's becoming a super fan. So
Mike is becoming a
how's it
super
going?
fan.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
That's
And
excellent.
I don't who else I don't know if there's anyone new to shout out, really. Do you?
No, I don't think I have any new ones.
Our
You
usual
know,
followers?
our usual, and my mom, I'll be honest, we've had a slight hurricane. So my mom just said, I'm not caught up. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to need you
Priorities.
to catch up because how can I expect other people to listen to us if you can't? So
It's
she's
true,
going to
it's
catch
true.
up. She is.
And I
We have,
actually need to apologize to our dedicated followers because this past Sunday, I'm going to be honest, Angela and I have been a little behind in our recordings, and we've been recording kind of the week that it's going to come out.
which is crazy for us. Normally we're at
Yes.
least 1 or 2 weweeks ahead.
Yes. We'd prefer to be 3 or 4 weeks ahead
Yes.
of when it's coming out, just in case something comes up, like a hurricane. And
Hurricane.
so we had one for this past Sunday, which was episode 20. And but I didn't have it uploaded onto YouTube yet. We just had it recorded. It was on my computer. And I left to go camping and completely forgot and got back home Sunday evening. And I was like, well, I guess it's just going to be late. We didn't hear any complaints, which lets me know that people really didn't notice. But if you did notice, like my mom, maybe, sorry about that. So you'll have to listen on
Yeah.
Sunday night or Monday.
And I think I was supposed to share on Facebook,
Yes.
but again, we had a hurricane and
Yes.
I was out of power for 5 days.
5 days.
So
Thank God
I
it
would have,
wasn't like blistering hot.
yeah, we were in a nice, we had a nice cool front come through.
I
But
mean, it is November, so.
yeah, this is ridiculous. This is not the way I wanted to learn the Greek alphabet.
And thank God that the lecture she was back on the coast before Election Day.
Yeah.
That would have been a mess.
I think that would have been a priority. And I think it was a priority. Sunday, I think they started shifting, like, we have to make sure the polls are taken care of. But you know what? I cannot complain because those people that work for the power company they're working 15 to 20 hours a day. So I have no complaints, I appreciate every one of them. So let's go on to what we're going to talk about tonight.
Episode 21, people. We only have 4 left in season 1 of our podcast.
And we don't know what
and then we're
season
going to move on to season
like.
2. Can you believe it?
So I think
Pretty
we'll
amazing.
be wrapping up season 2 kind of around Christmas. That's
Season
exciting. Season 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I'm already thinking about season 2.
We're ready. I want to shout out our new subscribers. We don't know who they are because YouTube doesn't tell us. So if you're a new subscriber and you want to be known, comment and say, I just started subscribing. Number probably 56, 57, 58. We don't know who they are.
I think we're up to 59. So this is also, I would like to say this, and I was going to say it at the end, but I'll say it now. And I might say it at the end too. Who knows?
Okay.
Could y'all please get your other friends to subscribe? We don't care if they listen. We just want subscribers.
We sound so pathetic.
So if you know someone.
We're just a couple of Karens trying to have a podcast.
Right. If you know someone, can you just say, like, hey, friend, why don't you listen to my other friends? Or go to your husband or go to your wife and be like, create a YouTube account,
go
really
to your
hard.
YouTube accounts and subscribe to all of theirs.
We would appreciate it so much. We want to get to 100, and then we'll bug y'all about 1,000.
If you don't know how to subscribe, just on our video, down in the bottom corner, there's a little red button that says subscribe. You click on that and it will subscribe. You don't, if you have a Gmail account, Google account, it'll do it for you. Just click on that little button. You're good to go.
There you go.
For all of our listeners who maybe aren't familiar or not,
And
technologically advanced.
which could be me. But also, if you need help, we could help you. We could walk you through the steps.
We or me, Karen? Who are you talking about?
I mean, I've subscribed several people.
Okay.
Do you think my mama did it herself?
Do you know how to upload videos? No, but you can help people subscribe.
Hey, we all have our strengths in this.
That's right. Okay, so tell us what this episode is going to be about.
So this is our top products or gadgets.
Yeah,
now,
this is different. I don't really know how we came up with this one, but here we are.
No, either. This is how we came up with it, because we're talking about like Christmas is coming up and gift giving, which we'll have an episode about that later. But you might want to refer to this because I think it's still really good. Yeah. It's what we use. I know I use mine a lot. Everything that I'm going to show you, I use a lot. I'm sure you use the same thing, and it just makes your life easier. So I don't know if the guys will 100% like all of this. There's something on my list they might like, but hey,
I only have mine are pretty gender neutral.
Hold on. Go back. Hold on. Stop it. Can you? Sorry about that.
Problems. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. Betsy has her earphones back, so we're all good. So let's start. How about I start? First product?
Okay. So these are products or gadgets that we really like.
Mm-hmm.
Very useful.
I use some of mine every day.
Okay.
And I'll tell you which ones.
All right.
Okay, let's start with my first one.
Okay.
It is, and I'll go ahead and take it out of the box because this is another one I have because I love it so much. I keep a spare. This is dry shampoo.
Oh, yes. You tell me about this.
Okay. Now, I like dry shampoo. I have dark hair. So dry shampoo is, if you don't know, if you don't have time to wash your hair, you're running someplace and you didn't have time to wash your hair. You just put some dry shampoo in it, or you can use baby powder, but I do dry shampoo, and your hair looks fresh. So it doesn't look like oily or greasy or anything. Because of my dark hair, though, I have issues with dry shampoo because I'll put it in and it looks like
build up dandruff.
Yes,
stuff,
like
right?
and it also gives it like a tint. But this brand, it's Orbi.
Okay, I can
Gold
see it.
Lust dry shampoo. It is my favorite. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I'm almost done with one bottle, so I have a new bottle.
Is it expensive?
This one kind of is, yes. And I'll be honest, I got this in a FabFitFun box, which #FabFitFun. If y'all want to sponsor us, that would be wonderful.
We have 58 or 59 subscribers.
Hey, we're working on 60.
And then 1,000.
And I really, really liked it. Now, I don't use this every day because I take a shower every day. But on the weekends, I'll use it. Or if I'm, come in at night, I'm going somewhere,
well, that's what I was going to ask. If you are going to go out again, like, we're going out for drinks or I have a party to go to that night,
I'll use it.
You'd use it then to freshen your hair up a little bit. Because I know some people, by the end of the day, are like, my hair looks like oily and flat. And
I was about to say, and flat. So it gives you kind of that volume. Now, guys, y'all are going to be like, oh, what? But your wife or girlfriend may love it. I don't know a girl. Now, do you use shampoo?
No.
I didn't think so.
But I can go like a week without my hair looking oily. I mean, not that I do that.
Like my mom
doesn't shower my body.
Shampoo.
But, but
just some people, their hair, they don't need it. My mom doesn't, my aunt doesn't, but my cousin Maddie uses it a lot. The nieces use it a lot.
It's interesting how different people's hair can be, because my problem is that my hair's so dry. I put remember Teresa used to literally put lotion in her hair because it was so dry. I mean, crazy. I just put conditioner, but I put straight conditioner on my hair sometimes when it's really frizzy, when it's dry, just to tame it, because it's so dry. So, but yes, dry shampoo, what a great invention. And it's good that you're saying the best brand, because if I was going to start using it, I would probably buy the cheapest one on the shelf and be like, ooh, this doesn't look good.
Yeah,
know?
Angela doesn't know what she's talking about. No, I do know what I'm talking about.
Oh, she knows what she's talking about.
Also, I'll tell you this really quick. I went to Ulta and I was like, but I have dark hair, so dry shampoo. So they gave me this dry shampoo for dark colored hair, and it had a like a dark. It was kind of like stain dark when you sprayed it.
Yeah.
And it was fine. I was like, oh, this is really nice. But when I touched my hair, then my hands were kind of stained. And I was like, oh, I don't like this.
I don't want this coming off on like
if
my
you
hands.
Didn't get it right on your you know, if it got
on your skin.
It was, yes, it was on your skin. So I did not like that. But I do like this brand a lot.
So that brand doesn't do that?
No.
That was my next question, is how it goes on. So it goes on like an aerosol, like hairspray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would like flip it, spray, flip it, spray, and then run my hands through it, and then it's good.
And it doesn't come off in your hands, which is great.
No. And it doesn't leave that like film. That's what I really like. Now for blonde hair, that film doesn't even matter. But for dark hair, you just see that. So I don't want that.
And I mean, you could go with the baby powder if you're blonde. Although I feel like that would build up. I feel like dry shampoo is probably better for your hair than baby powder. I was wondering how it goes on because I've used this. Now they have a bunch of different types of the root cover up, and some of them are a stick that like click up in a brush. And some look like eyeshadow that you kind of brush on that to cover up my gray roots.
That might take a while because I've used the one with like the stick that you brush, but the eyeshadow thing, I mean that.
Yeah, it goes on. It was a brush, not one of the little foam things, so you could brush it on a little faster. I actually think I liked it better because the one that clicks up, I felt like, I mean, I had control of it, but a lot would come out sometimes. I'm like, oh shoot, because then it's on my forehead, you know, and stuff like that. But anyway, it kind of depends because if you've got, I mean, how much gray you're trying to cover up, because then it's like,
then just go get it
going
done.
down all over the top of my head and the back of me. It's like, it's time to go, you know, if nothing else, go get a $6 thing.
I'll show you this. Look, just real quick.
Oh, you're going to do it.
Sorry.
I don't know that we're advanced enough to do demonstrations.
I am not doing a demonstration on this thing.
Don't do a demonstration of the knife. You just wasted some of your precious.
Dude, you didn't get on my head?
Dry shampoo. I don't know. It was hard to see. I saw it spray, but it was as the camera was falling. So
okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on.
Well, I have a hair product. As you know, I don't use much product.
I'm
something that it's not product, but it is a product that I bought for my hair. Actually, I had it on my Amazon wish list, and my husband got it for me, and I will do a demonstration. So what I have is
I tried.
I know.
Is it a hat?
It's a hair towel.
Oh.
Have you seen these?
No.
So I use a towel to dry off, and I wrap one on my head, and I think you do also.
I do. I use two towels.
See, I think you'd like this, Angela, because it's a lot lighter on your head than having a big towel wrapped on your head. And I couldn't use a hand towel because I have too much hair for a hand towel.
Yeah, no, that won't work.
So I'll show you how it works. So what you do is, it's called, well, this one, I mean, there's a bunch of different ones. This one's called a hair turban. It has a button here, and it goes on your head upside down. I'm going to do a demonstration. We'll see how it goes.
You have things on your head too.
I'm going to take those off.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Okay, so you put your head upside down when your hair is wet after you get out of the shower. And you take this and you put it here. And now I have a lot of hair, as you can see.
That is,
and it fits all of my hair in here when it's wet. It won't do as well because it's almost dry.
That looks
really. You put it all in here, and then you wrap it. Most people's hair would fit. It's not one size fits all when my hair is dry, but when it's wet, it's no problem. So you wrap it, and then it has a little loop right here.
And you this is a lot.
This, and it buttons.
I would never be able to get this. Okay. Oh, and you have to button it. Wow.
Okay. And it stays on your head really well. And it's super lightweight. So when you're getting ready, I know you, Angela, like to, wrap your hair up and do makeup and do whatever as you're getting ready before you think you do your hair last, right? After you do makeup and stuff?
Yes. Yeah. My hair's
Okay.
last. Yeah.
So I think you'd like it. I think they were, it came in
That
a
looked really
2-pack.
kind of very technical. How
Because how
long
do
did
you
it
wrap
take
your
you
hair
to get that
anyway?
wrap
But when you
and then the
wrap your
button?
towel, on your head,
Yeah. Yeah.
you flip your head
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
and you wrap it.
Wrap,
It's the
flip
exact
it
same way
around.
you wrap it. The only difference is it
Okay.
has a button to hold it in the back. You wouldn't even have to button it if you didn't want to.
Okay.
So it just, the button holds a little tail down, but it's really lightweight, which I like. So it isn't as heavy. And because of that little button, it won't come unwrapped. Does that make sense?
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
Does it, because I use my towel, like I don't just use my hair towel once and throw it away or wash
So
it.
I have 2 of them. So I
Okay.
use it, like I'll put it in my hair and whatever for 20, 30 minutes, however long before, because my hair's like dripping wet and I try and wring it out, but it's really long and thick. So I'll leave it in for 20 or 30 minutes and I'll be dressed and doing stuff around the house. And then I'll take it out when it's not going to like get my whole shirt wet and everything, because I don't dry my hair with a hair dryer. So
Yeah.
I just want to get enough water out of it that it's not going to get my shirt all wet. And then I hang it up with my towel and I use it again. I don't put it in the washer every time. So I'll hang it up for 2 or 3 times and then use the other one because I have 2 of them. So,
And do they come in different colors?
I think so. I mean, it's on Amazon. I can, what, should we put the links to these things in our description?
I don't know how to do that.
Do you want me to put the links to our products in our description?
Okay. Can I say this? If you're interested, swipe up. People say that all the time on Instagram. I'm like, how do they do that? But I swipe up.
You can't do that. I looked into this. You can't do that unless you have 10,000 followers or more.
Oh my God. And we're just getting to 60.
Well, and we're real low on Instagram. By the way, everybody, you need to find us on Instagram because we don't have very many followers on Instagram. Because we don't post on there.
Never going to be able to really say swipe up then,
no, don't say swipe up. They're going to be like, nothing's happening. No swiping up. But on the YouTube podcast video for this podcast, in the description, I'll put the links to these products if you want to click on that. I mean, of course,
that's
you can
really nice. I don't know how you're going to do that.
Well, you just cut and paste a link, the same as you'd send it to somebody in their text. You just put it in the description. Okay, so I will put a link to that one or something very similar because I don't know if it has a name on it. Yeah, to that one. But yeah, I use that every time I shower and I really like it because it stays on my head, because I'm like dealing with the kids and, you're just doing stuff. It doesn't fall off and it's lightweight. So it isn't like a pain on your neck to have a giant towel on your head. So.
Okay, very good. So let's go on to my second product, which I have 2 things. My second product I use every day. It's mascara. Mascara is so important, especially now, y'all, that you have the masks and all this is covered. Look, it's not covered. My eyes.
Yes.
Do them. So I have 2.
mean, I have been carded for alcohol during COVID, and I think it's mostly because of mascara. And my eyes are done. And most of my wrinkles are here down are covered.
So I got 2. This is the first one, and I love it. It's called They're Real.
Okay.
But this is pricey. For mascara, it is pricey. And
I mean, regular like CoverGirl is like $8.
Yeah, this is like 20.
Okay.
But it is worth it, and the brush is kind of like a plastic, which is weird. So when you hit your eyeball, you're like, it really does hurt. And that
How often do you hit your eyeball?
Quite a bit when I put this on. Because I don't know why, but I have this one on now. You really can't tell that much. But it I hit my eyeball twice this morning. But this is really good mascara, I'm telling y'all. And then my everyday mascara.
Now, wait, where did you buy that? Was that at Ulta?
Oh, this is at Ulta. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you can, it's Benefit is the brand. But it's very good. Now, my everyday mascara that I really like too is L'Oreal.
Okay.
voluminous. And this is about, like Betsy said, about $8. And you can get this anywhere, Walmart, Walgreens.
So for their reel, do you use it on, like, if you're going out
special
at night?
occasions?
Special
Yes.
occasions, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's so expensive?
Yeah.
And how does
And
it make your lashes different than the
I
L'Oreal one?
feel like it does feel like they're longer, and
Okay.
it separates them, because sometimes now
they clump together and you're like,
but I like mascara. I'm not one that's just like 1, 2, done, 1, 2. I'm like,
okay,
put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on some more, do my unders over here, might come back, unders over here.
Okay, I have two questions since we're on eyelashes.
Okay.
Do you still use the lash growth
extensor?
stuff?
No, I don't. I was using the Lash Boost by Rodan and Fields.
Okay.
And I just kind of stopped. I thought it did help, but I just stopped. But you know what?
Everyone I know says it would help. It was helping. And I was like, I want to try it, but you can't use it if you were like pregnant or breastfeeding. So like the last several years I was like, well, I can't use it. No, so I'm not going to pay that much money.
But I'll be honest. I still get compliments on my eyelashes. And I'm like, wow, because I haven't used that in months. So,
okay.
So I really
and then my other one was, what are the occasions when you use fake lashes?
Weddings, now, and I have a hard time with fake lashes. I had a talk with someone. They feel
really like bulky on my eye.
Well, it's also really hard to line them up.
Yeah.
But I watched this person on Instagram. She put on, it was like she put on eyeliner.
Yeah.
And then the fake eyelash was magnetic to that.
Yes. I've heard of the magnetic ones. So you can use a couple of times. Yeah.
I haven't looked into it because there's no need for me to wear. First of all, we're still in COVID. It's not like I'm going out anywhere. And no offense, but I don't want to put some fake eyelashes on just for y'all. And I'm not wearing them to work.
How dare you say that you're not going to wear fake eyelashes for our 58 subscribers?
I think it's 59, Karen. And
so when we get to 1,000, Angela is going to wear. I think when we get to 100, we both wear fake eyelashes for that episode.
I'm good for that.
Deal.
I'm completely okay with
Karen.
that.
We're gonna do it, you guys. Get your
That'll
friends,
be in season
get your
4.
kids, get your family to subscribe. When we get to 100, we'll put on. I will find the biggest.
Oh, you mean 100 subscribers? I thought you meant 100 episodes. Okay. Yeah.
100 subscribers. We'll celebrate.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
I have only worn fake eyelashes to my wedding. It's the only time I've worn them.
Did you use the one with the glue?
I did. I don't think the magnetic ones were really popular yet. Like the magnetic ones they had at that time were like you had to put them over and under or something, like they magnet to each other.
Oh yeah, to each other. And that was really hard.
And they were really really bulky. The only ones I found that were like that were like huge fake eyelashes. And I was like, I don't need that much. I just need, and it really I felt like it looked ridiculous. It looked good in pictures, but I felt like this is a lot. And I have dark eyelashes anyway and dark eyes, so I don't feel like I need to really do a lot. Mascara is good. I don't have any mascara on tonight, but mascara normally is like my basic like eyeliner mascara. Even if I don't have time for anything else, that's the makeup I'll put on.
Right.
But yeah, so I just wondered because I feel like fake eyelashes are becoming a standard. Like people wear them all the time.
It's almost like it's almost like people putting on their makeup. Let me put my fake eyelashes on. Yeah.
We got some ice cream the other day, and we were at the ice cream place, sitting outside, of course, COVID. And I saw somebody who looked like they were on a date, and the girl looked like she was either high school or college, probably college, but she had very, very big fake eyelashes on. And it was just kind of like, she's wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And I thought, this is just what everybody's doing now.
Right.
Like, and I know a lot of celebrities are like, one thing you don't leave the house without is your fake eyelashes. Like it's every day we put them on. So, and then there's places where you can glue them on and they last like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You've heard of that, right?
But those can affect your regular eyelashes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I just knew they were like almost individual, like 2 or 3 little clumps, and they glue them throughout like that. And they
Yeah,
look
I think
really
they can.
good.
I think though they can thin your regular
Oh, I
damage,
didn't
and you
know
don't want to
that.
do that. Yeah,
No,
don't do
no.
that.
I'll go with magnetic.
Yeah, I think I might try.
Okay.
Yeah, at 100, I might try the magnetic ones.
100 subscribers. We're doing it, people.
Yeah.
I'll find the biggest ones I can. Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
So let's see. I don't have anything makeup-ish to go off of from what you said. So I'm gonna go with my next product, which is called Packing Cubes. Do you know what packing cubes are?
No,
Okay, well, hold on. I gotta get
that was a mess.
I had all my products sitting on the high chair.
You know what? I don't know why we're not like syndicated. We're just all over the
Okay,
place.
so packing cubes are these little kind of square bags that you use when you're packing. So this is an Amazon set. They usually come in like a set of 4, or you can get more. And what you do is, I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys this. Let me put the camera down. So they unzip. Okay. So they unzip all the way around. And then it's like a little, this is hard to see because it's soft, but you pack all of your clothes in here and you zip it, and it has a handle here. Of course, you can see what's inside. So I use them for a couple of things. I use them to pack the kids' clothes. So like if my son and my daughter, they're both have their stuff in the same suitcase, I'll have all the baby clothes are such a pain to pack because they're really small. So you're like, oh, every item is like this big, and their shoes and their socks. So I'll put all of his clothes in one and all of her clothes in one. And then if we're at a hotel or at somebody's house, then it's all, okay, this is the boys' clothes, the girl clothes, and it's separate. I also use them for my own stuff. If I am sharing a suitcase with my husband and we're going somewhere, I'll put they have different sizes. So I'll put all my shirts in one, all my pants in one, or all bras and underwear in one of these. So it's not all over the suitcase. If you're using, as you usually do, Angela, a large suitcase, it helps me to keep things like you can organized. Put them all in here and then you can see everything and it's organized. So I really like them. They're, I think, about like $12 or $15 for a 4-pack. And I use them all the time because anytime, even if we go, we're going to see somebody for the weekend, I'm like, these come out for the kids stuff easily.
So, then you just pack in your suitcase and you go on.
Yeah. And it's got a little handle. So I'll even take out, like, say we pack the whole family stuff in a suitcase for the weekend. I take this out and put it wherever the room is that the kids are sleeping. Does that make sense? So yeah. So it's useful just for you to separate your stuff so it isn't all mixed together. So packing cubes is what that's called. I just bought the Amazon because, I looked at the reviews and the Amazon brand had, the same stars as the other brand. So I was like, okay, we'll just go with Amazon. And I use them all the time. A very good investment for, like I said, under $15. So,
really nice, especially if you travel a lot, which y'all do, and I do.
We do. Yeah.
Speaking of travel though, and you gave me this, I have these, and this isn't one of my things, but little like insulated, and I bring those on every trip because I can put a bottle of wine and seal it, and so it doesn't, if it explodes, it doesn't get all over my clothes or
extra padding.
Yes, padding. It's really nice.
But if it does, it won't get on everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They
I think
also
those
sell
are like JetBlue.
Yes,
like that.
I think so. They also sell, and I bought these little plastic toiletry bags. They're very small. They are the same as a quart bag, but it's clear and it has a strap and a zipper, and you can put, but it's like hard-sided clear plastic, not like a quart-sized bag. Because I would always like when I'm flying, go get my little zipper quart-sized bag, which half the time it's going to break. I'm shoving bottles in there that are sharp. My razors in there. I'm like, this is not going to last.
That's a good idea because y'all haven't flown. That all your liquid has to be in a clear bag.
Yes, it has to be clear, really, and it has to be whatever quart size or smaller. And so, and you can kind of stand them up because it's hard-sided. So I'll link that as well. I think I got a 2-pack of those, and then I just keep the kids' toothbrushes and, Tylenol and things like that. I keep that in the bathroom all the time. And then when we go anywhere, I just grab the kids and I grab mine because I have the travel size of everything and an extra toothbrush. So I don't have to repack toiletries anytime we go somewhere or use my toothbrush from home and then maybe leave it somewhere. It's like all the spares are just
it's all together.
And
It's a great
it's a lot
idea.
easier than a quart size bag. So, I mean, for $5 or $6 just to have that instead of reusing a quart size bag that, like you said, breaks in your suitcase or like,
It's
a
no
mess.
protection for your bottles or anything. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'll link that in the description as well, since we're
Look
talking
at
about
you, Lincoln.
packing things.
Okay, so mine is completely different. My next one.
Okay.
This got in Alaska. And you might say, Angela, what is that? It is the best chopper I have ever used. So this blade is really sharp, people, extremely sharp. But you put whatever you're chopping. This, I don't know if you could tell, it has like a little well. So you put whatever you chop here, and then you just go like that. And I bought this from Alaska. And when did we go to? Oh, we went to Alaska 10 years ago. So this is 10 years old. And see, it has this handle says Alaska on it with a bear. And I bought my mom one, my mama one, and my aunt one. And this is the only thing my mama uses. She loves it.
Really?
Yes. And it's easy. It's easy to hold here. And it's so easy just to go back and forth. And my mama has arthritis. My aunt does too, but it's just easy to use that, and then you just scrape it off and you put more stuff in it. I
think that says a lot, because when you are giving something to someone who is older, they usually are very set in how they do things in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know my grandma would be like, what am I gonna, I'll just use my knife and cutting board. Like, that's just what I do, And so the fact that mama is like, she loves this and uses it more than anything else says a lot.
She
do you use it for vegetables, nuts? Do you use it for
use it, yes, everything. Now,
really?
I don't put meat on here, no.
Because it's wood.
This is wood, but I use it for, vegetables. I use it. So I cook a ton and bake, and this is now my baking season, the fall. And we do use a lot of
which we'll be talking about in a future episode.
Yes. We use a lot of pecans and walnuts, and I do all that here. But mama will say, get your little chopper out. I don't know what it's called. When we went to Alaska, a patient said, you have to get this. So I bought, like I said, 4.
It's kind of small. It looks big the way Angela's holding it.
When it came to, it's really not that big. I mean,
but that's like the size of a sheet of paper. It's not really
so this is my cup.
Right.
So see, and my cup is a small cup. So it's really not that big. It's probably
I don't know
the size
how small
of
your cup is if it has wine in it. Let's be honest.
This is my big Yeti cup, and this is my regular cup. So you could tell, it's not.
Okay. Yeah.
I would think it's probably the size of like an 8x10 sheet of paper or something like that. But my mom probably uses it the least. She is starting to use it more. But like I said, Mama and Nanny used it all the time. I used it all the time. So it is somewhere where I can easily grab it. And so that's my kitchen appliance.
It's easier with arthritis? You mentioned that.
It is, because instead of like chopping, picking up, you're not even like picking up, you're just rolling
it in the groove.
It's really, really easy. And that well, it's just so like I said, Mama has no problem. Now I will say that blade is, for it to be 10 years old, it's still really sharp. Very sharp.
You haven't sharpened it at all?
No. What? Funny, because when I did, okay. So no, I have not sharpened it. And I'll be honest, when I saw this, they had a demonstration. In Alaska, they use this as a knife. So they were using this in like skinning deer and skinning bear with this. And I was like, I'm not going to use it for that. Of course, we don't have bear that we skin, and I'm not about to skin deer.
Right.
I use it as a chop.
Okay.
That's the third product.
Okay. My turn?
All right, and on to yours.
Okay, I am going to follow with also a kitchen gadget. Now, you know me, I don't actually like a lot of kitchen gadgets. Like, I'm always am I going to use it? Because I don't want to end up with, you know, I have like a pasta maker and I have all this stuff
But
that
it's so
I
much
never
fun.
use. It is fun, but I could
It's so
also
much
get like
fun.
a Play-Doh pasta maker and have as much fun. Like,
No,
so
Karen. Stop.
I, so I was just debating if I should get an Instapot because I've been hearing all these great things about it. So comment if you have an Instapot and you think I should get one.
Yeah, because
And
I
then
was debating
like,
the same thing.
okay, so we need to hear from our
But
followers
yeah,
here.
because I also have a crock pot. So
Right. And that's the thing is I don't want to have an Instapot and a crock pot and a rice maker. It's like, okay, if I get an Instapot, can I get rid of my crock pot? And that makes me kind of nervous because I do
or
use my
your
crock pot a
rice
lot.
maker.
I use my rice maker quite a bit. We have rice a few
Okay.
times a week, and it's easier than I don't have to watch it. On the stove, I have to watch it and make sure it doesn't boil
Yeah,
over.
for
I set
sure.
the timer, and the rice maker, I'm just like boop, 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 and it has a delay timer. So if you're ever out of the house or something, you have it set, you know, same as a crock pot to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is
So what's yours? I'm really excited.
this will not surprise you at all. This is an inexpensive product, and it's really useful for people that like lettuce and spinach. It is, and mine's kind of an older one, so it's not the most stylish. It is a salad spinner. Salad spinner.
Oh, yeah, that does it. So, y'all, Betsy lived in Belize for, I don't know how many years, 3, 4, 15, at something. And
between those, yeah.
And when she would come back to the States and we'd go out to eat, I would be like, what do you want? And she would always say, a salad.
I did miss my vegetables. I
yes.
miss my fresh vegetables, yes.
So yes, this is not at all surprising.
I have a salad every day, usually for lunch. And like we just went camping and I didn't have a lot of vegetables because it's just not, I mean, you're camping. You're not like, let me fix some salad.
Let me bring my salad.
Right. And when we got home, I was just like, I need some vegetables. Like I crave that and I really do enjoy salad. But what I like about this is when I get a head of lettuce or really like leaf lettuce or spinach that's not already in a bag, they do make it that way. You wash it, you know, you wash all the leaves. Sometimes they're dirty, right? Angela came here. We had this really weird batch of lettuce that was like dirt falling out of it. She's like, where did you buy this? Did you go to a garden? I'm like,
no, it was like she picked it out from outside.
It was so weird. I've never had that much dirt on it. And Angela was just like, I'm like, that's not normal here either. So anyway, it has kind of a little colander thing in here. And then you put rinse off the lettuce, you put it in, and you spin it. This makes the inside spin around. All the water comes out the bottom. So you sit it in your sink and you spin it around and all the excess water comes off the leaves. So it is way faster and easier than what I used to do when I didn't have one. So which was rinse all the lettuce, shake off the leaves, set out a towel on the counter, lay out all the lettuce so it can dry. Because if you put it in the fridge like that, it's going to wilt and it's going to get gross. And so I really do try, you know, when I go to the grocery store, I wash it all at the same time because otherwise, you know, who has time to get out, wash every time you're going to make a salad. So it's easier when it's ready and you can pull out some leaves and make your salad, you know, for lunch when there's other stuff going on or to bring your lunch to work or whatever. So I wash it all at the same time, spin it in batches like that, and then it can go straight back into the fridge and be ready for whenever
you don't at all pat it dry. You just from the spinner into the nice. You're really trusting that thing.
Yeah. Well, it comes out really like, I mean, it's equivalent of like drying your clothes, you know, like it spins it around and all the water flies off. You can even pour water directly like in this to rinse it as it's spinning. I rinse them each like individually beforehand because I'm afraid if it's only going in one spot, I'm like, is it getting all of it clean? So I rinse it and spin it around. I don't leave it on a towel. I don't pat it dry. Just spin it around and take it out. Put it in a gallon bag or in a bowl and put it back in the fridge.
You're good to go. Nice.
So I think those are pretty cheap. The ones that they have now look a little nicer. That one's probably like at least 10 years old. So
looks isn't everything, Betsy.
No, and it works. It still spins. I'm going to keep using it. So if you have a salad lover in your family, you know, maybe they would like a salad spinner.
Yeah,
and like I said, I value my cabinet space. I don't keep things that I don't use. I'm like, I don't use this, so I'm getting rid of it. But the salad spinner I use all the time. So there you
That's
go.
nice. Okay, so my next thing. What is this, you say? Well, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what it's called.
You don't know what it's called? How are we going to have a link to it if you don't know the name of it?
I don't know. Nope, this just has some numbers on it. Patent numbers. So this has two handles on it. You hold it like this is really kind of like hard plastic, but it's hard, and you see the ridges here. Okay. So you see the two handles. You just grab them. This is a hard, very hard kind of plastic with grooves here. So I have like low back pain issues, tense muscles, and this is so good to like roll on those muscles. You know, they say if you have like plantar fasciitis or real tense muscles, massages are good. Taking a tennis ball and rolling on it like pressure points is good. So this is kind of what that does. And I found this at either Academy or Dick's Sport Goods, and got it a couple Christmases ago. And before I go to bed, I try to like roll it on my back, really like low back in my SI joints, and it does help a lot. So
that's really cool that you can do it yourself.
Yes.
So you can put it behind and do it on your own back or your own leg.
Like just pop it in the back and just rub it down. And then you can do it wherever. If your arm
Have you used it like up here on your shoulders?
No. Well, I mean, I guess you could. See like that? Oh, that does actually feel really nice. Let me do this side.
There's more uses than you knew. Okay.
Yeah, it's and this is, like I said, this is a hard kind of plastic, but you can kind of push in a little. So it's not really plastic. I don't know what it is. Like a really hard foam maybe.
Okay.
But you can make, obviously you're doing it or whoever's doing it, so you can intensify the pressure. But it really does. It's really nice.
And how much did it cost? Do you remember?
No. I mean, I don't even know where I bought it or where it is, what it's called.
I don't know if we're going to have a link to this one, people. You might have to search on your own to find something like that.
I don't know what that symbol means, but there's that symbol. And I can give you the patent number, but that's all that is on here.
I am not going to look up something patent number. But Angela uses this almost daily, so she really likes it.
I keep this on my couch. I use it every day. So, yeah, it's really nice. Really nice.
Okay.
And it's very durable. I've had it for a long time.
And I think massage type things like that are useful to a lot of people, since we will be later. Like, I know people, especially ones you can use yourself, it's just like kind of relaxing to roll.
Yeah, you can't get them every week. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
There you go. Call it a muscle roller. And I don't know.
Muscle roller. No, I'm going to Google that and we'll see what comes up.
I don't know if you should Google that. There's no telling what's going to come up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have one more.
Okay.
To share, and I'm going to have to screen share it because I did not. This is out by my washing and washer and dryer. And I almost didn't want to share it because I was like, actually, that'd be a good gift for Angela for Christmas, and I don't know if I want to share it with her. But maybe someone else that's watching will want to get this for you for your.
So excited!
It's very practical because you know me. I'm a very practical person. So let's share.
Why not?
Share this screen. Okay, so it's coming.
I'm just waiting.
Okay, here we go. All right, so this is a clothing drying rack. Are you here, Angela?
Wait, I don't see anything. Oh, yeah. Hey, I have similar to this.
You have a little wooden one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I love it. I use every day. That's how I dry my scrubs on.
I know, but listen why this one is better than the traditional little wooden ones, okay, that expand. I'm going to tell you why. look how much
Okay.
space there is on the top of this one. So first of all, the top racks come up like this, as you can see.
Uh-huh.
And it's
Yes.
super easy. So they come up and they have the little smaller things that hook them up. So they stand up like this. Those are
Okay.
about waist high. So your scrub pants and your scrub shirts, I know when you're putting your scrubs on that little one, you're trying to figure out how they won't hit the floor because there's only a few that are at the
Right.
top. This has all of that space at the top. So you can put a bunch of dresses, pants, anything that you have that's longer,
Just fold it
and fold
over.
over there, and you're not going to run out of space. So they do have the bottom rack, which is lower to the ground, but the two top ones are all at waist height, which is super easy. You don't have to bend over and try and tuck things in the bottom and, whatever. You have enough room to hang them all across the top. And then it folds down flat. It's probably about 2.5
Looks like
feet
about
wide.
things across.
Huh?
So you can hang like 8 things up on one side and 8 on the other. Is that about
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
No.
do like a whole, well, you're not gonna like this, but I can do like a whole load of diapers, cloth diapers. And because I hang them in the sun to dry. And so, but that's like all across the top. And like I said, you're not like bending over and hooking underneath and around the
Right.
clothes and, things like that, okay, the longer stuff has to be on top. Everything can go straight across. So it's just can be easier on your back. Way easier for your scrub pants and scrub shirts. Just everything goes across the
What do
top.
you put on the bottom?
I usually don't have anything down there. I don't need
Okay.
to.
Yeah,
Like
because
the
that
whole
would be
load
kind
of
of
your whole load
odd.
of scrubs would go on the top, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I
If
do.
anything, you could put
It's
some socks down there or something. That's not like super low to the ground, but it's probably like 12 or 18. It's probably like 18 inches off the ground, the bottom rack.
okay.
So you could still put stuff there. Sometimes if I have like a lay flat sweater or something, I could put it on the bottom. You could put that on the top
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I do
That's a
lay
good
flat
idea.
clothes on the top as well, but it takes up the whole top of the rack. So
Right.
usually I find somewhere else.
Yeah. Very good. That's a good little product. Good job.
So, and I've had this for 4.5, 5 years. I want to say about 4.5 years. I've never had any problems with it. It does not fold up, I think, as small as your wooden one, but you take the sides down. And so it folds it's like, 3 or 4 inches wide when you fold it down. And then it's about 2.5 feet, 3 feet, no, 2.5 feet across. And so it fits in a closet, or it fits, for me, I put it right beside my washing machine,
Right.
it's about that size.
Yeah.
So it's really not too cumbersome. And
Right.
it feels a lot sturdier than the wooden ones. And maybe the wooden one I had years ago just was a cheap one. It was really flimsy, but this one feels way sturdier because I put it
That's
outside and
nice.
it's really windy out here. So,
Oh, yeah. Because my wooden one, like I said, I use it every week.
yes.
And I've had it for years.
Mhm.
So I love it.
Yes.
These are, I don't dry my pants because of the length. And in certain shirts,
want it to
I
shrink.
don't. Yes.
Yes.
And
And
then
I don't
also the
draw.
dryer beats stuff up too. So nicer
It does.
shirts,
Mhm.
I air dry.
And then I as well with bras because the elastic gets shot, they get
Yeah.
tangled and stuff. And so I try and always hang up my bras, and that's super easy. Also, you can, if you don't have a lot to dry, you can just fold up one side and hang it on there, and it takes up even less space. So,
Oh,
but
nice.
anyway,
Yeah.
it's a good investment. It is a little pricier than the wooden ones. This was probably my most expensive product that I mentioned tonight, for sure. It's like maybe $35.
Okay.
It's not crazy expensive, but again,
Right,
I've had it
right.
for over 4 years, and
It's
great.
worth its money then to you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So that's my last product for tonight.
Good job. So I'm going to do one more product, although I actually have 2, but I'm going to do one more.
We'll save it for the next product night.
Yeah. This is so weird. Wait, I'm deciding which one to do. I use this every night.
Just do
What
both
is
of them. I
this?
think we have time. Yeah, go for it. Do both of
I'll
them.
do it really quick. This is lavender oil.
Okay.
So for some reason, like 2 months ago, it was either hard for me to fall asleep, or in the middle of the night, I'd just wake up. I would wake up at 2:00 in the morning and I'd be like, okay, I'm wide awake.
Ew.
I was like, what is going on? How am I going to fix this? So someone told me about lavender oil. And I'm not a huge essential oil person. Sorry, Jenny, but I really like this. Now, I know you're supposed to diffuse this. And my cousin Maddie's like, diffuse it when you put it in there, start it when you go to sleep. It'll be good. I don't do that. I put a couple drops, like one drop here, rub it on my arms, and then I put a drop like right in here. I need lavender oil. And it has really helped. It has helped me kind of fall asleep, and then I feel like I stay asleep. So I really am kind of a advocate of this now.
You're a fan now. Now,
yes.
Okay, so diffusing it, breathing it in is good, but where the places you're putting it is actually where you're breathing it in. So if you're putting it here, it's not that it's soaking into your chest. It's that then you have the scent coming into your nose.
Right. And when I go to sleep, my hands are up here. Yeah.
So it's really the same thing you're just not diffusing it through your whole room or your whole house, but the idea is the same in places where you're going to breathe it.
I would drink this. Don't drink it, people. But if I knew that I would get a good night's sleep, but don't drink it. Don't drink it.
Okay, we're going to have to put a disclaimer on here. Angela is, I can't even say you're not a medical expert because you are. She is a PA, but she is not advocating the use of essential oils.
Do not drink it. But I really do think it helps. Is it just in my mind? It could be. But like I said, I've used it every night for a couple months now. So I don't think it's 100% in my mind.
No, and lavender is known, for relaxing, and chamomile and, different things. But that's why lavender candles and lavender bubble bath and things like that are so popular, because it's known for that. I've been doing chamomile tea. They have sleepy time tea, which is chamomile, and I think it has some lavender as well. And I really like that. It definitely relaxes me because sometimes I'm like, I should be getting tired, but I feel wide awake, and it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, if I drink some tea now, I'll probably actually get in bed and fall asleep like I should,
And, I know, I have to be up at 5 for work.
And you're just looking at the clock and you're like,
9:30. It's 10:30. It's 11:30. Yes. And then you start getting frustrated with yourself. It doesn't help. So yes. So this really, I think it helps.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Cause every time you look at the clock, you're like, I have 6 hours right now. And
right. You just get more and more frustrated.
I only have 5 hours to sleep.
Yes.
I need to go to sleep.
Go to sleep. And it just doesn't work that way. So,
yes. Yeah.
So really quick, my last, since you said we have enough time, is this. Do you know what this is? No, it looks gross, doesn't it? I know. Don't that face. This is a brush cleaner.
Oh.
These are my brushes. Lisa bought me this little container. It's a piece of pottery. Isn't it nice? So
that's really cool. I've never seen that, but it makes so much sense.
I know. So when I use my brush to put my makeup on, you just rub it in here. And it really is like, bam, it's clean. It's really neat. And then this thing,
your brushes, you use it for your big ones for face powder too?
No, not face powder. But this, if I use to put on whatever, I might do that really quick. That's not as much. Mostly my eye stuff. I use I have
so your smaller brushes.
This brush does under my eyes, and I'll do that too. I've already done them, so they're clean. But you just scrub it on there. This you just take out. You clean with soap and water, and you let it air dry, and then you just put it.
It looks like a Brillo pad.
It kind of is, but it really works. And I showed it to my cousin Maddie yesterday when we were talking about our products. And she was like, send me a picture of this. I want it. I want one.
No, I was thinking already that would be great to have. Because I always I'll use eyeshadow and then I'll just brush it on my arm to clean it off and do a different color,
Oh my gosh, no.
I'm just,
No.
I know.
I mean, before
I'm a
this,
heathen.
I just brushed like me.
What did
But
you do before you
yeah,
had the brush cleaner? What did you do?
I brushed it on my, because I do my, I had told you my hair,
Yeah.
and I just brushed it on the towel and then keep
I don't see
going.
why brushing it on my arm is any worse than brushing it on the towel.
You don't? You don't? You don't?
No, I don't.
It's a difference. Because then you got to clean your arm.
Oh, I mean, I guess I don't have that much product, I guess. I don't have that much makeup. I'm like, you know how I am. I used Angela's
Yeah.
makeup for my wedding day. Because I was like, your makeup is way better than mine. The rehearsal dinner was the practice run. I was like, well, I better try it today before doing it the day of the wedding.
I think you used it. Your mom used it. And then my mom, I was like, aren't you going to put makeup on? And my mom was like, I already have. And I was like, oh, come here. So, yeah. So that's the last thing. And I think I got this FabFitFun.
That's a cool, and I've never even heard of that, but it makes sense.
Yeah, this is Color Switch, instantly removes makeup from brushes. So I don't even know how much it is. Sorry.
Do you have a makeup refrigerator?
No.
Okay.
No, but
I only recently found out that these things exist, and I was like,
what do you put in makeup refrigerator?
You put in your products so they don't get like bad.
I use my products. Well, I don't use every product every day because I have different like things of eyeshadow and stuff. But I put on eyeshadow every day. But it's funny because I have a certain eyeshadow. It's just what I wear to work. And then when I go out, I have a palette that I use that with color and stuff.
Well, I think like your mascara and like liquid eyeliner, the liquid shadows, like those kind of things are not supposed to be exposed to like heat or humidity, or they work better when they're cold. And I've heard that with mascara, that it doesn't clump up as much, or I don't know. But the makeup fridge is made like it's small, and it's made to go on the counter in your bathroom or at your vanity.
And it's just makeup stuff, and it's skin stuff, and it's just
and lots of skin products to put in there. Which they say that's better for all of your creams and vitamins and peels and I don't know what I'm talking about. Can you tell?
Yeah, I just am like a makeup
See, I didn't know until probably like 6 months or a year ago that even existed.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one and I was like, that's a really small fridge. And then I was like, oh, it sits for makeup. It's like beauty.
Kind of weird, to be honest. But if you have one, let me know. I'm not going to get one. I'd rather spend my money on something else, probably.
I don't have one. I was kind of joking with you because I knew you didn't have one. Because
if you had one, I would be like,
what? You'd be like, what's inside? And I'd be like, the mascara that I've had for 5 years. You'd be like, Betsy, get new mascara. I do need to get some new mascara.
Well, try They're Real. Just don't poke your eye.
That is weird that you have that issue. I can't remember the last time I poked my eye with mascara.
It's really with just that one. I also do not use
Then why is it just with that one?
I don't know. But you also said liquid liner. I don't use liquid liner. I use a pencil. I don't really. That's so surprising. Now, Maddie told me she uses a plum liner. Do you remember? And she said it's going to change your life. So when we went to New York, I put the plum liner on. And do you remember what happened?
No.
Yeah, it changed my life. It messed up my contacts. Remember, I was like, I can't. I had a contact solution and clean in the middle of New York City because the plum liner.
But do you think that it was
something contact?
Do you think it was the type of like the brand?
No, because it's Clinique, and I've worn that specific liner, and because normally I wear black. In black, the plum messed it up.
I wonder why.
I mean, it looks really pretty, and you really can't tell. you might be like, Angela, you wore purple eyeliner. Yeah, I did. Okay.
No, you
But
can't tell
you
that
really,
much. Especially with
no.
black mascara on, you're not going to notice. But I think the tint of purple with brown eyes, it's a very nice, like, a contrast. Like, it complements brown
Yes.
eyes really well.
Yes.
I don't know what it would look like with someone with lighter eyes or like a blonder complexion. It might look kind of funny. But with dark
but
eyes, I
just
have
when I
seen
kind
some
of
looks really good.
turned my head, you kind of caught a little glimpse of some color.
Yeah.
So and Maddie really loves it. But yeah, for some reason maybe I need to try a different plum eyeliner.
I think you should try liquid. Honestly,
yeah,
I
the
love
liquid
it. It goes
though to
on,
me
like
is
the pencil.
so thick.
You have to push a lot sometimes to get it to go on.
Yeah.
And the liquid, I just think it goes on so easily, and it's dark. Which I like because I need it to be dark and stay dark because my eyes are dark.
But for me, when I put it on, it's so, I need a kind of I don't do a thick liner. I do eyeliner every day, but it's not thick.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm
question
saying?
before this becomes only makeup
Okay.
podcast. Do you put the liner on and then the eyeshadow, or do you do eyeshadow and then liner?
Eyeshadow and liner.
Okay. Because when I started using liquid, I did the eyeliner first with the liquid, and then I put the eyeshadow over it because it calmed me down. Because when I first started using liquid, I was like, oh my gosh. I was just like, there's a black line on my eye. Like, it seemed so strong to me. So then I would put the brown eyeshadow or a little bit of eyeshadow over it, and it wasn't like, bam, So that might
You still do it?
I still do what?
You still do it that way? Liner, then shadow?
It would depend on the event. Now I'm a little more comfortable with the black liner that I can do the liner at the end after the shadow. Because I also am a little bit more like I can make the line thinner. When I first started, I was like, it's so much.
Yeah.
And I'm more used to seeing it. I also think I wear more makeup now than I did when I first started wearing eyeliner.
That's a good thing.
When I first started wearing eyeliner, I was just like, well, I was like, I have makeup on, and people are like, really? I can't see it.
Yeah.
So
now, I remember doing liner, and I turned out like Cleopatra. It was just, and then you're like, oh, I got to make this one even with this one. And then all of a sudden you're like, I don't even have room for shadow. It's just all eyeliner. So
yes, I definitely think I still don't use as much eyeliner as what's popular right now. I feel like the big, out to here eyeliner is really popular. But it is popular right now. People do quite a bit of eyeliner.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you go ahead and do it. You just can't do it. It's not going that well for me.
I agree. So, okay. We're going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed our products.
Yes,
we will link in the description on the YouTube video as many as we can find. Yeah. No guarantees, Karen, because Angela doesn't know the name of one of her products, so I don't know if we're going to be able to find it.
I mean, I really don't know the name of two of them. The chopper, I don't know the real name. Alaskan chopper, I don't know.
What did you call the other one? Muscle roller?
Good luck with people.
Good luck with those.
It's orange and black.
The orange and black. I'm going to Google that. Orange and black muscle roller.
I mean, I'm sure there's only one out there.
Yeah, right. All right. We're going to wrap this up. We hope you enjoyed some of our favorite products and gadgets that we use daily or almost daily. We use really often and we find very useful. And we will see you next Sunday for episode 22. Thanks for listening.
I think we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving. So this is a big one.
Yes.
It's my favorite holiday.
Thanksgiving? Yeah, Thanksgiving. And then after that, we're going to do like a movie one probably.
Yeah. So
stay tuned, everybody.
Yes. Thank y'all.
Thanks for listening. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.